The harsh truth about making money on YouTube, and nobody tells you this, is that the game of YouTube to make money has already been rigged from the start. Excuse my hand, I've been hurting myself from typing, etc., trying to make, good products, etc., so I hurt myself. But the fact is, the game of YouTube has been rigged from the start. YouTubers have been taught that they need to rely on sponsorships, on affiliates, on AdSense, on brand deals, on putting a million links in your description so that people and your audience can click on the links, so hopefully you can get a scrap of commission from the companies that pay you for the people who purchase once they click on your links. Listen, this is not going to ever be sustainable. This is not going to ever lead you to the life that you actually want. Let's be honest. You're putting your entire livelihood on somebody clicking on an affiliate link out of the millions of links that you have in your description. You're putting your livelihood and the fate of your future and the fate of how well off you are dependent on whether someone clicks on that link. Listen, the game of YouTube to make money has always been messed up, and I've been trying to dispel this within my videos because this is something that needs to get talked about. YouTubers are the most powerful people on social media. They're more powerful than people on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever the case may be. You are a YouTuber. You have the power to have somebody subscribe to you and watch hours and hours of your content. Like, most videos on YouTube are 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 4 minutes. You have the power to withhold the attention of someone and have them just watch your videos for hours and hours at a time. Do you know how powerful that is? How much more powerful that is than other platforms like Instagram, Facebook, or not YouTube, we're talking about YouTube here, TikTok, whatever the case may be. You guys have the most power out of anyone on social media. You guys need to know how to maximize the power. You've been taught that you need to rely on getting more views, getting more subscribers so that the amount of money you make from AdSense can go up. Let me dispel a truth for you right here. AdSense was never supposed to be a main source of income for YouTubers. Oh man, I said it. Oh man, can you believe that? I said it, yes. AdSense was never supposed to be a main source of income for YouTubers. Do you know how much little AdSense you get compared to what YouTube actually makes? Well, you might make 10 cents, they'll make a whole dollar plus more per ad, per whatever the case may be. So, of course, when you get millions of views, you'll get some AdSense, and it might be good enough for some YouTubers to live. It might be good enough for some YouTubers to want to be able to thrive, and like maybe that's enough for their life. The majority of YouTubers, though, will never get millions of views, don't have hundreds of thousands of millions of subscribers. I saw a video from Modern Millie, and everyone knows Modern Millie. I think she has about maybe 500k subscribers, maybe a mil. I don't know. I have to see. But she got paid 100k. Her big size channel, her channel that gets millions of views, she got paid 100k in a year. Most YouTubers are not Modern Millie. Most YouTubers are never going to be Modern Millie or are going to be on that type of grand scheme. So what are the rest of you guys supposed to do? It's not going to work if you're trying to still rely on AdSense, if you're still trying to rely on, other forms of monetization that don't actually contribute to the goals that you want. Because let's be honest, we know you want the financial freedom goals. We know you want to live up life on that beach. And maybe not even on the beach. You want to be able to kind of pursue the hobbies and the lifestyle that you actually want to live. Like, I personally think about all the different activities I'll be able to do, all the freedom I will actually be able to actually have, the respect I'll get, the pride I'll have for actually building something that was made by me, built by me, and is going to sustain me and the people in my life. Everybody wants this goal. Everybody wants to get this. But what's actually stopping you from getting from this situation where you're relying on AdSense, sponsorships, affiliates, things that don't really actually contribute to this end goal, where now the end goal is you want the financial freedom, you want to live a life where you actually get to pursue the things that you actually want to pursue. What is the gap? The gap is figuring out how to monetize your audience outside of these things. So you have AdSense sponsorships, you have the life you want. How do you solve it? The gap is figuring out how to monetize your audience. There are a whole bunch of frameworks I can use. There's a whole bunch of things on social media, on YouTube, on how to monetize. Let me cut through the noise right now, right here, as you're watching this video. The best way to monetize as a YouTuber, if you want to have the freedom and lifestyle that you want long term, because we're not just trying to do this. We're not just trying to do this to last only a couple months, to last maybe a year. In my last video, I talked about the best path towards 6, 7, 8 figures as a YouTuber. We're not trying to just be in the game for months. We're trying to be in the game for years. And if you're trying to be in this game for months, you might as well click off this video. Oops, my low battery sign came up. If you want to be in this game for months, just click off the video right now, because it's not going to work for you. You're going to end up bankrupt. You're going to end up broke. You're going to end up just forgotten like everyone else who doesn't think long term. The best path to reach from a financial situation where you're relying on other people to actually reach achieving the desired situation where you have the freedom to pursue what you actually want, and just the feeling of freedom. You need to monetize your audience through high ticket offers. You build a high ticket offer specifically for them. You want to basically tailor the offer specifically for them, and you're not going to know what's specifically for them unless you specifically talk to your audience. I don't know if you've done that before, but you need to talk to your audience. You need to look through your comments and data. You need to actually hop on calls with them. You figure out an offer that they actually need, that they actually want to solve, a high in demand, painful offer that they are very, 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 very willing to get solved. And then you then craft the offer so that, they can actually want to purchase it, because, okay, you have figured out the offer. You need to actually craft the offer and position the offer. Then from there, you can launch the offer into a high ticket mentorship program. You don't want to build out a course. You don't want to build out a community. You don't want to do any of these things because you don't know what actually it takes to get results for people. Community is going to just leave you with headaches, a hassle. Yes, of course, you can hire community managers, whatever the case may be. But a community where you're trying to get maybe 1,000, 2,000 people paying you an X amount, whereas you can just get 5 people out of your audience paying you 2K, 3K, 4K, 5K, depending on how valuable the offer is. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Why would you want to manage thousands and thousands of people when you can only manage 5 to 10 people a month? You don't want to build out a course because you don't know what actually it takes to get results. You need to figure out what gets results by just working one-to-one, group, like you and the group, or one-to-one. I prefer one-to-one, where you just work very closely with them. Figure out what actually it takes to get results. Figure out what actually it takes to get them from their problem to the solution. And start documenting what it takes. Start documenting the process, the methods, what it takes to get the results. If you can do that, I mean, now we can move on to the next stage, where if you actually want to achieve this end life and this end goal, this is the stage you have to get to, because you're not going to be able to achieve the freedom, time freedom, location freedom, etc. if you are taking one-to-one and group calls all the time. But this is why I say document the process that it takes to get from begin solution to end solution. The documentation is where the juice is. You ever heard that saying? The juice is in the squeeze? I think that's the saying. The juice is in the squeeze, whatever. The juice is in the documentation of the results process and what it takes to get people from the problem to the solution. This documentation is going to be the foundation and the framework of now a paid product that you can now create, that you can now sell infinitely and at scale. And that basically means you can now sell to the rest of your audience. Because in the first thing that you sold, the high ticket mentorship, you don't want to sell to your entire audience. You don't want to take 100 million one-on-one calls or group calls. That's not realistic. You only let in a few, 10, 15, 20 people, figure out what actually gets them results, then use those results that you've gotten from the 10, 15 people to now know and understand, okay, what can I do that I can now sell this to now the rest of my audience? That is the juice. The juice is in the process and the documentation of the process, and then creating a product based on the methods that it took to get them from problem to solution. So, and I have my notes here. I would just like to read here. Yeah, so, I mean, monetization isn't about, it's not going to be about AdSense. It's not going to be about what you've been taught about YouTube, and that's just the truth of it. So, you're going to have to open up your mind. Like, you're going to have to open up your mind to what you think is possible with your YouTube channel. Because the majority of YouTubers I see, they don't even think monetization outside of these things, AdSense sponsorships, affiliate sponsorships, is even a real thing. They think it doesn't apply to them, and they think their niche is too small. It doesn't apply to their niche. Their channel isn't big enough. Their audience isn't valuable. Every niche has high valuable problems that can be solved. Every single niche. Just the fact that these people come to you, to your channel, and are subscribed to you to help them solve their problems, if you're an educational or informational YouTuber, already shows that there are multiple problems that you are helping them solve with your free content. The problem lies therein is that free content is usually just not enough to get someone from their problem to solution. You will watch this video and you won't take action. That's the truth. Unless you're a killer like me, sorry, but you're not going to take action. Because I take action on free content. Trust me. Free content is not enough to get people from the problem to the solution. It is your duty. It's literally like your civil duty. Your duty as the YouTuber, as the person that these people subscribe to, is your duty to sell to them. Because people only pay when they pay attention. They're only going to pay attention to you once they pay you. That's the truth. Yes, they watch your free content. Yes, they take in your free value. They're like, oh, thanks, man. I love this value. You're so good. But then they'll go on with their merry old day and still have the pain and problems that are associated with the pain. But then they'll justify it and say like, oh, nope, sorry. This pain, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal because of this. It's not that big of a deal because of that. They'll logically justify it, but emotionally, deep down, still feel the deep pain. They're waiting for you to unlock the pain out of them so that they can get out of pain, out of the problem, to the solution. So, yeah, I'm just looking at my notes here. This is a raw, authentic video. I'm not about to do crazy edits, but yeah, at the end of the day, the major belief is that most YouTubers just think YouTube views equals money. This is the truth if you have millions of subscribers, and even then, those millions of subscribers and those millions of views still don't pay that much in the grand scheme of things. 100K might be a lot to some people, but if you really want to achieve the goals that I know that you have, and I know that you want to actually experience, I know you see these people living the life that you want to live, I know you want to achieve it, 100K is not going to be enough. You need to be making that a month. Maybe that's a lot, maybe that seems like a lot to some of you guys, but that's what I'm saying. It's all in the mind. It's all about your beliefs. It's all about what you think. That has to be the bare minimum if you want to live the life that I know you want to live. YouTube views do equal money, but they don't equal freedom. They don't equal being able to pursue what you actually want, being able to sleep while knowing that your bills are going to be paid. Basically, YouTube views doesn't allow you to do that because you can't control who watches your videos. You can't control who gives you sponsors. You can't control who clicks on your affiliate links. You can't control people. That's the end goal. That's pretty much it. So you need to put yourself in control, in the driver's seat, by selling to your audience so that you can actually predict. Like, sales is actually very, very predictable. It's all about how many people see a link or like a purchase link, whatever the case may be, or an offer, compared to how many people convert. And if you have 100,000 people, that means you get to put in hundreds of thousands of people through that conversion cycle, through that conversion formula. People will convert if the offer is formulated for them. And if you follow my strategy that I'll teach, then you can also click on the link under below to find out more if you want to learn more. I mean, you will have people that convert, and you will create an offer that actually wins. So that's it for now. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm just looking at my notes. Pretty much, that is the harsh truth about making money as a YouTuber, and people aren't going to tell you that. People are going to continue to, you know what? Yeah, let's optimize views, click-through rate. Cool, but is it going to contribute to the life that you actually want to live? I don't know. That's for you to decide, and that's why I made this video. Click the link below if you want to find out more about anything about how to actually implement this for your YouTube channel. Watch my other videos. Like, subscribe. I'm going to see you in the next one. Peace.